in the field with the place John Madden. It's so many give the Sunday magic.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we went on the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with your leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom on the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful the people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. PFL, I was starving for months. A running cut team, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but we call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. All that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only cover the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous, man.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Tonight we kick off the preseason with a good matchup right away between the Miami Dolphins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Again, it's Fournette. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the gut, Fournette. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense holds on the night's opening drive. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A nice stick and stop for a loss here from Jalen Phillips.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Open man has got it. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, and you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Julio Jones from 8 yards out. And the Bucs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now a 7-0 game. It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
A first carry now for Chase Edmonds. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Touchdown Dolphins. Adam Shaheen, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, Trask. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trask. Over the middle, complete. That's White. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. 1st down, Trask. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. To throw again on 2nd down. Trask. He's got it. And the Bucs are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
White will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Trask. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Rashawn Perriman, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got it off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to... Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Bucs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Setting to throw. Here's Trask. Going across the format. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, you got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
A 1st down throw for Trask, escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the 2nd half of this contest.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Scotty Miller in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bucs would extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. That little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Play action. Now it's Tua. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
Play action now. Trask going deep this time for Miller. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
Tua now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Dante Hightower, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That's
situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, not bad. Number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They run straight ahead here with White. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Opting to run again here with White. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd down, a run from White. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Succop's kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time it forced him to taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd and a yard, Tua. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about 1 game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer the last to do it in 2001 to throw 7 picks. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now a give up the middle. This is White. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. White again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They defer to White out of the shotgun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. And this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua on the screen. This is Edmonds. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Touchdown! Jalen Waddle, 40 yards. And the Dolphins get a bit closer. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take...
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They lead big. Quite the kickoff, really, to this exhibition schedule as they start once more with a 1st and 10. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz is just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. White, he'll try the left side, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Here's Trask. Flush to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Hill on the return. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And certainly this, not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this fourth quarter. Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44, Tua. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And boy, another ill-advised throw there, as that will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Joe Tryon Shoyinka showcasing the pass rush.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here we go. Strike 2.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll indeed take a knee. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as